Before the achievements, before the celebrations, there's the work. Early mornings, late nights. Every challenge faced, every extra effort made.
Every victory starts with preparation.
We value leadership, resilience, and innovation. No victory without work. Because success isn't given, it's earned. Welcome to Adrian College.
Bulldog fans, remember to follow Adrian College TV on social media. For game highlights and campus events, you can catch it all on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X at Adrian College TV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all our future streams live and support your Bulldogs.
They score! Owen Farmer! Scores! J.T. Smith!
Continue to take pride and learn from Asa Mahan's leadership today.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Arrington Ice Arena for day 2 of this 2-game series between Adrian College Bulldogs and Ferris State University. We're already starting in the game. My name is Dion Clark, and today I have Michael Hale with me. Michael, how are you feeling about this matchup today, man?
Yeah, the Bulldogs are coming into today riding a very high streak right now. They're 3-0 coming into today, and they beat Ferris State last night 8-1 at Ferris State.
That's going to be called offsides, and we're going to get a face-off here in the neutral zone. Bulldogs are going to probably try to be looking to be aggressive, score goals up quick in this matchup today.
Yeah, they've scored a combined 22 goals already, and they've only allowed 5 throughout these first 3 games. So they'll definitely look to stay aggressive offensively.
Playing fast and quick already. Back into Adrian's zone already. Ferris trying to get something going through. An attempt to control the puck fails. Fighting around the boards. Adrian looking to reset. Pass through into the neutral zone. One-on-one showdown. Behind the goal line, pass through the legs, back to the neutral zone. It goes in there, so Adrian are going to have to reset here. Adrian, pass goes through, and it's going to be called as icing. We'll go down to Adrian's zone to start the next face-off. Michael, is there anybody we should be looking out for today?
Yeah, I mean, obviously this entire Bulldogs defense and team has been incredible throughout the season. But Travis Simons, I think, is going to be a name to watch out for. He's had a slow start to the season, but last year as well, he was very influential in this Bulldogs team.
In the neutral zone, and an attempt to score missed by the Bulldogs.
And a delayed penalty coming up here following that hit.
Yeah. We'll get a stoppage of play. So far, the Bulldogs have already had a lot of aggression coming in here.
Yeah, we've seen that through this first minute and a half of play. Bulldogs coming out really aggressive. I'm sure this is how they came out last night as well, but they're looking to finish off the sweep.
And now the penalty play, the power play team, is going to come out for Bulldogs, and the PK unit for Ferris State is going to come out as well. Bulldogs fighting through aggressiveness, a lot coming from Ferris State right now. And the puck sadly crosses back into the neutral zone. Adrian's going to have to reset. Ferris tries to get an interception. Nothing there. Going around the goal. Nothing. Passes it out. Passing it around, trying to find an open lane. Open shot, no. Pushing up towards the goal. Blocked. Rebound, nothing there. Puck is cleared down. 1 minute and 6 seconds left on this penalty play here. And going into the penalty box for Ferris State was going to be Andrew Plee, number 11. Bulldogs trying to get something here. A lot of puck control coming. And it's a score! A goal! A beautiful goal right there, Michael.
Yeah, great cross ice look in 2 minutes into this game, and an open net goal there for the Bulldogs, getting them on the board early.
Yeah, that was beautiful play right there, man. Amazing puck control coming from number 18. That's going to be Maximilian Shadell with an assist, if I'm correct.
Shadell comes into today with 3 points, 2 of them being assists. So obviously he's going to be somebody that Ferris State's going to have to keep looking out for throughout the rest of this game.
The puck has been sent in the Adrian's defensive zone. They're trying to push it out, which they do successfully, getting into the neutral zone. Backs out, waits for a pass, and it sadly goes through, but no icing called. Adrian, quick to be aggressive and catch up on this puck, and they will. Top of the zone. Looking for something, wrapping around the goal. Ferris State playing hard defense, crowding up each player, trying to cut off every play that they have. Fight for the puck at the board. Seems like we're going to have stoppage of play here.
Appears to be another Ferris State penalty.
Yeah.
Must have been something along the boards.
Yeah.
During that battle.
That's going to be number 12 from Ferris State going into the box. And again, already another power play coming from Adrian. Fighting for the puck after the faceoff. Passes it back to the top of their formation. Trying to find something. Passing around the open lanes. Shot! Goes over. Stopped right at the neutral zone. Oh, and they have to bring it back. Adrian waits for their players to come back. Reset for this power play offense. Transition, moving fast, controlling the puck, moving around the goal line. Trying to go for a slap around shot, nothing there. Ferris player loses their stick, and this causes for them to just try to go blocking, throwing their body at the puck. Adrian trying to find something. Multiple open lanes. Another goal, no! A shot blocked, ricocheted, and it's covered up. That's going to be covered up by number 1, Lucas Dan Durano. Excuse me, Dan Durano.
Yeah, great job by Dan Durano there. In traffic, able to locate the puck, and then able to cover it up as there was another penalty.
This is going to be another penalty. This is going to be a huge moment for Adrian right now. A 5-on-3 power play. There's no questioning that there might be a goal soon. Adrian wins the faceoff. At the end of the zone, close to the blue line. Passing it around, taking their time. A little different than what we've seen them earlier.
And they still have a minute. It's a full 2 minutes of power play for the Bulldogs, but there's only going to be 50 more seconds of a 5-on-3.
Pass to the right side of the zone. Constantly passing. I love this puck movement. Shot attempt blocked by Denduro. But again, Adrian still has control. Passing it around. Shot. Ricochets off. Adrian gets another chance. And it's a clear. Puck sent into the player's bench. Still, we have, for the first penalty, we still have 29 seconds. And then for the second, it's 1 minute and 21 seconds. Now, Michael, we still have a little bit of time until we get to a 4-on-5. What do you think is the best play for Ferris State right now to try to make sure another goal doesn't go into the net?
For Ferris State, all they have to do, it's easier said than done, but just keep the puck away from the Bulldogs. And there's 3 people now in the penalty box, it appears.
A player from the bench of Ferris State has now been put into the penalty box.
I don't know exactly what's going on here, but with 3 people in the penalty box, I think it should technically be a 5-on-2. Although
maybe a few choice words from the Ferris State's players bench causing for a player going from the bench to the penalty box. But Adrian having a chance, trying to capitalize on this 5-on-3. Passing it around, finding open lane, shot, ricochets off, and no, it goes into the neutral zone. Adrian and I gonna have to fully reset. 10 seconds left until one player comes out from their penalty box. But Adrian are gonna try to move fast, quick, to capitalize. Passing around. And there will be another stoppage of play.
I think one of the Ferris State players came out of the penalty box too early. And so the refs stopped play and sent him back into the penalty box. But I have never seen this on the ice before.
Refs talking to both sides at the Adrian bench, explaining what's going on.
I can't wait to hear this explanation.
Yeah. This is definitely something that's going to, cause for more explanations. Well, either way, it still seems like it is a 5-on-3 going on. So, what does this mean for Ferris State?
Well, they're just letting their aggression get the better of them through these first 5+ minutes that they've already sent 4 people into the penalty box.
Seems like there's a lot of confusion here on the ice. Referees are trying to make a conclusion of this. Referees talking near the penalty box, trying to figure out what's going on, trying to get to a conclusion of all this confusion. What I believe is that because of the player coming from the bench, his penalty actually hadn't started yet. So they still hadn't started his penalty. So now he's still in the penalty box, calling this to be still a 5-on-3.
Your guess is as good as mine, Dion, so we'll go with that.
Either way, puck into the Ferris State zone. Adrian having a lot of time here, trying to find something. Shot! Ricochets off, goes behind the goalie. Puck, again, goes through the neutral zone. Here comes the reset from Adrian. Adrian, quick to move back onto an offensive. A pass attempt, and it's caught by Denduro. 11 seconds for that first penalty, second penalty.
Yeah, when this 5-on-3 ends, it's still going to be about 1:10 left of a 5-on-4 power play for the Bulldogs.
Exactly.
Something that they haven't, and we haven't seen 5-on-5 play for 2 minutes now.
Adrian working the puck around, working their formation, trying to find something. And oh, here comes the player out of the penalty box immediately, being aggressive, chopping at that puck. But still, 5-on-4, a minute left with this penalty power play. Shot goes over the goalie. Adrian, a lot of shots on goals here, trying to fight, trying to get something. Another deflected shot. Adrian moving it close to the blue line, trying to find something, anything even. Trying to capitalize off this power play. 32 seconds, left for it. Adrian passing it around, running around with that puck. Into the middle of the zone, nobody's able to get a good, clean shot. They have to shoot it. Trying to get this puck into the middle, try to find something in a clear from Ferris State. If Adrian's not quick enough, this PK unit will have done an amazing, flawless PK. Adrian, 5 seconds left for this power play. Here's the attempt. Controlling the puck. Going around, pass back. Loses it. And the PK unit wins this one. Big hit into the boards. Puck sent to the goalie, and Enduro will hold on to it, giving us a stoppage of play. Michael, we have to give some props to the Ferris State PK unit.
Absolutely. We saw about 5 or 6 shots on goal during that power play opportunity and span for the Bulldogs. And so great job by Danduro able to stop all of those shots that he saw.
Yeah, but Bulldogs back into the middle of the zone. They have a chance. Turnaround shot. It goes wide. Ferris State finally on the offensive. But no, it's cut off by Adrian in the neutral zone. Adrian following closely behind. And they miss. Ferris State in close, but the Bulldogs able to pull it back. Controlling the puck, moving through the neutral zone. A chop at the puck misses. Adrian having to reset. Ferris close behind, trying to be aggressive. Puck moves fast up through the boards, but Ferris is set up, ready. Pass attempt goes through the legs. Ferris player wasn't ready. Fight near the face-off zone, trying to get the puck. Who will come out on top? And it's going to be the Bulldogs. Bulldogs trying to start transition offense. Beautiful pass. Controlling the puck. Goes around and loses it. Oh, such a close chance. There will be a stoppage of play.
Yeah, good stick control from Walker Claiborne there. On the one-on-one on the right side. Tries to get around his defender and put a backhanded shot on the goal, but unable to fully control it as there's another penalty from Ferris State.
That's going to be number 4. Number 4 from Ferris State. This will be another penalty here, but we've seen a great number of work so far for this PK unit. So there has to be a chance for Ferris State to get out of this, right?
I mean, obviously there's always a chance for them to get out, and with the Bulldogs now having this be the 5th or 6th penalty already in this one, the Bulldogs looking to finally capitalize again.
Yeah. Bulldogs, puck goes back through the neutral zone, and they'll all reset. Getting set up and moving fast, quick. Cutting in and through Ferris State's formation. Cutting around through the crease. Rebounds off. Adrian trying to pass around, find something new. Ferris player loses their stick. Bulldogs can try to capitalize on this. But we'll get a stoppage of play. I think it's going to be slashing. Yep. And that's going to be number 18 from the Bulldogs, Maximilian Shadell. He's going to go in here. Now we're on a 4-on-4 power play situation. But remember, Ferris is already 55 seconds, or 50 seconds, excuse me, into their power play. So they still have, or penalty, excuse me. So they still have 1 minute and 5 seconds to get out of this. So they will be out first. Face off won by Adrian. Moving around. Adrian, they've been fast, they've been quick, and they're going to try to keep it going. Beautiful stick work coming from Adrian, getting around 2 defenders at once. But losing balance, and Ferris are going to try to capitalize. A long pass trying to go to Evan Droulard, but he wasn't able to catch it, and it's going to be called as icing. Still, 43 seconds left on this penalty for Ferris State.
Yeah, we just got clarification. Shadell's penalty was just a penalty for interference.
Oh, okay. Thank you again for that info, Michael. Missed wrist shot. And Adrian are going to try to capitalize. Body block going. Oh, an attempt on the pass, but misses. Not able to get it in. And it'll be called as icing.
Great 2-on-1 look on the other end for the Bulldogs. Unable to capitalize as there was some legal interference from Ferris State. But like I said, just a great look offensively for Adrian.
Yeah,
just
definitely.
unfortunate that they couldn't capitalize on it that time.
Controlling the puck in the middle of the zone, and it gets stopped again by Dunduro. You know, so far, Adrian's aggressiveness has been monumental. Michael, we have 12 shots on goal to the 1 shot on goal from Ferris State. What do you think Ferris needs to do to try to capitalize or try to turn this around and get another point on the board?
Honestly, they need to stop getting into the penalty box. They've been in the penalty box for about 10 full minutes of consecutive play here in this first period, and we're only halfway through this first period.
You know, Michael, if they're already in the penalty box this much, you have to ask yourself, what is this going to look like in the rest of this game? We're still only in the first period.
Yeah, I wonder if Ferris State's going to be a little – I don't even know how to really word this instead of just try to stay a little bit calmer on the ice, even though they did lose yesterday, and they're trying to get their first win of the season.
Makes sense. But Adrian has a chance to capitalize, and Denduro, smart, moving out, pulling from the goal, and immediately stopping that puck to get us a face-off here.
Yeah, now we have 30 seconds left of a Ferris State power play. Their first power play attempt of the game. So we'll see how the Bulldogs penalty kill of Adrian is able to hold off Ferris State for these next 30 seconds.
Behind the goal line, Ferris State wins that face-off, and they're moving the puck up. Beautiful pass into the middle of the neutral zone. Passing it out towards the blue line. Shot, and it's stopped by Peyton Ledger. Peyton Linger, excuse me, not Ledger. But a beautiful shot from the blue line.
Yeah, and good job by Peyton Langer. Not seeing a shot for about probably 10 minutes now.
Yeah, that'll be the second shot on goal from Ferris State. Ferris, ricochet pass, putting it behind the goal line. Catch of the puck and dropping it. A great clear and a beautiful penalty kill coming from Adrian. The PK unit will win for that.
Might be seeing another penalty. Ref appeared to just give us the slashing motion. And there is a penalty against Ferris State.
That's going to be number 11, Andrew Plea. Again, this is his second penalty of the night. You know, you stated it earlier. They need to be calmer on the ice, and we're already seeing it. They're, I think, at 5 penalties now.
I think that's number 7. And they had about a minute of ice time of 5 men on the ice before this most recent penalty.
Exactly. Adrian moving it around towards the end of the zone. Long shot blocked. Multiple screens. Nothing to get through. Passing it around, trying to find an open lane. Another shot. Tried to go under, but it gets blocked by Danduro. Again. Oh, they tried to pass it back to the top of the zone, but nothing. It's going to be Langer. He moves out of the zone, or moves out of the goal, to immediately try to push this play back into motion. A minute and 18 seconds left on this power play. Adrian trying to move up again. Great puck control coming here. Shot, and it goes over. Fighting around. Ricochet, and it looked like a goal, but it wasn't. Great defense by Danduro. Passing into the middle of the zone. Ferris State has a chance. Passing it around, but nobody there. Frustration coming out. But Adrian are going to try to capitalize on this. Controlling the puck, passing it around. Adrian passes it past through the middle of the zone. Shot! Gets bounced and ricocheted off somebody's stick. But no goal. Danduro been seeing every shot and trying to stop as many as possible. Ricochet clear, so no icing is called. Leonard keeps the puck there. Adrian immediately back on offense again. 10 seconds left for this penalty play. Will they be able to get anything there? Doesn't seem like it. Ferris's penalty kill is successful. 5-on-5, man on the ice. Pass, puck into the middle of the zone. Here's the shot. Ricocheted off of a player of Ferris. And now we have the puck back into the neutral zone. Finally getting a lot of uninterrupted play. Big hit in the neutral zone, and we'll get a stoppage of time for that. And that's going to be number 13.
Maxime Sorel.
Wow.
Probably a cross-check
Yeah.
penalty.
But I will say, I think this is the first time you've had Ferris on a power play where
for the full 2 minutes.
For a full 2 minutes. For a full 2 minutes. So
you're absolutely right, Dion.
For the question is, will Ferris be able to capitalize on this? We haven't seen too much of Adrian's PK unit. So will they be able to do a lot here?
Well, and another thing is Ferris State needs to get some more shots on goal. And for Langer to possibly miss one, miss a save.
Ferris fighting for it into the middle of the zone, passing it back. Here comes a shot. Langer bounces off. There's no ricochet available. Passing it around at the end of the zone, at the face-off zone. Adrian able to win it back. Here it is. One-on-one transition offense. Has to stop. Turn around. Ferris wins it back. Beautiful long pass through the neutral zone. Shot tries to go through, goes wide right. Adrian back on the offensive. Long shot goes off the boards. Bounces off the plexiglass down the boards. And Ferris is now fully setting up for a full offensive play. Controlling the puck in the neutral zone. Going through. Adrian's able to stop it. Ferris gets it into the middle of the zone. Taking their time. Passing it around. Adrian quick to follow. And they immediately pushed it back over into Ferris' defensive zone.
Great defensive stick from number 14, Henry Darnell, clearing the Adrian zone and forcing Ferris State to reset.
Ferris has it. Shot. Blocked by Langer. Beautiful save. Bounced right off of his glove.
10 seconds left in this penalty kill for the Bulldogs. And we've seen the Adrian be very, very aggressive defensively.
They stopped the penalty kill right in front of the box. And the penalty kill is successful. We're back to 5-on-5 ice play now. And Adrian, quick on the offensive. Once they get 5-man strength. Going around the puck. Or not the puck, the goal, excuse me. Fighting on it at the boards. Ferris trying to move fast, tries to get a pass, but it gets blocked. Adrian, quick to try to move it back into Ferris' zone. They stop it in neutral, completely reset. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left on the clock. Adrian have a chance to try to make another play. Danduro pushes the puck out to try to push it back to the neutral zone. Adrian haven't believed the goal line. Big hit on the boards. Puck in the middle of the zone. Shot. Ricocheted off. Passing it back. Another shot again. They're fighting in it on the crease. Danduro stops it. And oh, we have a scuffle right on.
Yeah, Ferris State players not taking too kindly to the Bulldogs, trying to fish out the puck from Danduro, the goalie, as some shoving going on, as we see another one there.
Yeah, you can definitely see the frustration. Already, Ferris has multiple penalties in, and then one thing after another keeps happening, so now it's getting way heated on this ice rink.
Looks like Dmitry Sergeyev will come into the penalty box for the Bulldogs. Serve a 2-minute penalty, I assume, for roughing.
And with that in time, it seems like we're going to have a timeout here. So far, Adrian up 1. You have Ferris 0. We'll be right back after this timeout.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Morgan, the current student government president here at Adrian College. I chose Adrian College because of the campus size. Campus feels like a fun, energetic community where everyone knows each other. If you want to see what Adrian has to offer for you, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Welcome back to Adrian College Hockey here at Arrington Ice Arena. Currently now there is, because of this little scuffle that happened on Ferris State defensive zone, there's now 2 players in the box for 1 Adrian College and then 2 Ferris State, putting this on 4-on-4 action. Ferris moving quick, trying to get something in the middle of the zone. And that's going to be a big hit. Player goes down. We'll get a stoppage of play here.
Looks like it was Devin Bennett. No, excuse me, number 13, Sorrell, on the big hit. And so now we'll have a 4-on-3 in favor of Ferris State, essentially to close out this first period.
Yeah, no, this is a big point. Look, this is the first time Adrian's been in a 5-on-3 situation. So we're going to have to see a lot from their PK unit here. Adrian still moving up, even though they only have 3 people, trying to be aggressive. Ferris controlling the puck, moving it through the neutral zone here. We got to stop it at a play after Lenger stops the puck there right in front of the crease. Face-off won by Ferris. Passing it around, trying to get a really good shot here. May not get it again. Pass to the face-off zone. Lenger blocks it, ricochets off. Fighting for the puck, trying to keep it out of the neutral zone, and they do. Ferris, chop it around. Going for the shot. Lenger stops it again. Still 39 seconds left for that first penalty and a minute and 11 seconds for that second. So, pretty much for the rest of this period, it's going to be 5-on-3 play.
I think you mean 4-on-3, Dion.
Or 4-on-3, excuse me.
As the Ferris State also does have somebody in the penalty box.
Ferris tries to go for a shot. Goes a little left of the post. And a great clear coming from Adrian.
And that clear is going to kill about 10 to 15 seconds of this penalty.
This is probably going to be Ferris's last chance. Moving it through the neutral zone. Pass through, misses. Trying to capitalize on it again. Nothing there. Big hit on the boards. Fighting for it. Throwing it back straight through, and it's through. The PK unit wins this fight. So far, Michael, we've had an amazing first period coming from Adrian to Ferris State. Right now, it has been 19 shots on goal to Ferris's 8, Michael. This is a mass aggressiveness coming from Adrian right now.
Yeah, and I think most of these shots on goal from Adrian have been when they've been a man up. Ferris State was in the penalty box probably 10 to 12 minutes of that first period.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and looking forward for the next 40 minutes of this game, they're going to have to look to stay out of that penalty box and try to keep this as an even 5-on-5 as much as possible, because that's when Ferris State has looked the best.
You know, and, you know, when we come back to the second period, there is still going to be 30 seconds of 5-on-4 play for a power play for Ferris State University. So there's going to be a chance that Ferris are going to be able to capitalize. So right now, it's going to be a 1-0 bout. We'll be back in the second period after this short break. We'll see you back on ACTV for Bulldog Hockey.
Bulldog fans, remember to follow Adrian College TV on social media. For game highlights and campus events, you can catch it all on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X at AdrianCollegeTV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all our future streams live and support your Bulldogs.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
You stand today, students, on the threshold of a magical time in your life. A time of significant growth and introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and great opportunity. A time that you will always look back on.
This is the Arrington Bookstore at Adrian College, the place to get game day ready, represent your clubs and organizations, and be Bulldog proud. With a wide selection of merchandise and a smile at every visit, stop by inside the Kane Student Center to pick up your Adrian College wares and make it another great day to be a Bulldog.
I'm a special ed social worker.
And I'm a third-year public affairs major.
I'm an action filmmaker.
Jevi is like a consolidated platform where I could have focused information in a couple swipes.
You can be another small voice that adds to a beautiful space. That's what I'm here for.
One-on-one battles lead to unit battles, which lead to team battles, and then a big victory at the end. Nothing different today than what you do every day, all right? Love you guys. Win on three. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Win. Let's go.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Morgan, the current student government president here at Adrian College. I chose Adrian College because of the campus size. Campus feels like a fun, energetic community where everyone knows each other. If you want to see what Adrian has to offer for you, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Adrian College is a private liberal arts institution known for its diverse academic programs, strong emphasis on experiential learning, vibrant campus life, and commitment to fostering a supportive community. Want to visit Adrian College for yourself? Visit our website at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Adrian College is shaping the future of higher education and leading the way in innovation and excellence. Ranked first in most innovative schools and second in best value in undergraduate teaching in the Midwest by U.S. News and World Report, Adrian College is recognized for its commitment to innovation, quality education, and affordability. Offering 71 undergraduate programs, 13 graduate programs, and a 1-to-15 faculty-to-student ratio, our students receive personalized attention and a cutting-edge education. With state-of-the-art facilities, 10 academic institutes, and 50 competitive sports teams, Adrian fosters growth both inside and outside the classroom. From small class sizes to championship-level athletics, we provide the tools and experiences you need to succeed. Join a community that prioritizes your success. Start your journey with us, where your potential is realized. Discover Adrian College.
Are you looking to become a future Bulldog and get recruited by Adrian College? Do you display characteristics of tenacity, drive, and determination? With over 50 teams on campus, there are plenty of opportunities to further both your athletic and academic career. For all recruiting inquiries, head to www.adrianbulldogs.com and click on the Recruit Me tab at the top right of your screen. Your future with the Bulldogs is closer than ever.
diploma you will receive symbolizes your efforts and distinguishes you as a highly educated person, learned in the arts and sciences and prepared for a life of achievement and great accomplishment.
Adrian College has built something very special. You've created not just an academic environment, but a culture of physical excellence, discipline, and resilience. You've turned this college into a place where pushing the limits isn't the exception, it's the expectation.
We leave here with countless memories, loyal friendships, and moments that have shaped our character far beyond what we could have imagined when we stepped onto campus. So now, class of 2025, we've come a long way, and I know as we step into this next chapter, we'll step into a new exciting adventure. I know we will do so in faith, in confidence, and in gratitude. Thank you guys, and congratulations, Adrian College, class of 2025.
Before the achievements, before the celebrations, there's the work. Early mornings, late nights. Every challenge faced, every extra effort made.
Every victory starts with preparation.
We value leadership, resilience, and innovation. No victory without work. Because success isn't given, it's earned. Welcome to Adrian College.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the Communication Arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today.
Welcome back to Adrian College Hockey. My name is Dion Clark, and I'm here with Michael Hale. Right now, it has been a pretty solid showing from Adrian College, Michael. So far, they have 1 goal, and with 19 shots on goals, if they're able to keep up this same aggressiveness that they keep showing, we may have way more coming through.
Yeah, the Bulldogs were really aggressive in that first period. Obviously, the 19 shots on goal compared to the 8 from Ferris State. But most of those shots on goal, like I mentioned before we went to break, was when the Bulldogs were up a man, because Ferris State has just been in the penalty box. It has to be over 50% of this game so far.
You know, it's actually kind of insane. I think we've had more penalty time or power play time for the Bulldogs than we've had regular 5-on-5 play, Michael.
There definitely has been, and we're going to come into the second period. Adrian's going to be down a man still for the first 30 seconds of play, going back to that scuffle that we saw with about a minute and a half left of the first period.
You know, but Adrian's PK unit, we saw them just for a small little bit where we had a 4-on-4 play after the scuffle, and then we had 4-on-3 play. Adrian's PK unit was still putting in work, actually trying to get something going through. Now, something that, you know, we want to see probably coming from Ferris State is probably a bit more aggression. So far, Adrian College has been playing with speed. They look like 5 flashes on that ice. I'm telling you, they're playing with speed, aggressiveness, and it only shows with those 19 shots on goal, Michael.
Yeah, and like you said, Ferris State's going to have to keep playing really aggressive, but not so aggressive where they're putting themselves back in the penalty box.
Exactly.
Putting themselves at a disadvantage being a man or 2 down like we saw in that first period.
Yeah, it seems like for this entire period, you know, I'm assuming the coaches of Ferris State have probably talked to the players so far about this. They're going to be on a teeter-totter. They are going to try to be having to play between this bit of trying to be aggressive, but also trying to not be so aggressive to the point where they're putting people back into the penalty box. Because we've seen it so far. If Ferris States get put in that penalty box, there may not be a lot of goals that will separate this match.
Yeah, unlike what we've seen from the Bulldogs early in the season, like I mentioned, 7-7-8 in their first 3 games that the Bulldogs have scored.
Those are massive goal differentials.
And they've only allowed 5 goals all year.
Face-off won by Adrian at first, but Ferris is able to push it back. Ferris working it in their zone, trying to get it close to the neutral, and they will. Working it through, puck goes down the boards into Adrian's defensive zone. Behind the goalie, Ferris trying to find something. Passing it around. Big hit. One player falls, pass through the middle of the zone. And the penalty kill, that 30 seconds that happened, or that we still had prior to this period, has now been killed, and it's over. We are back to 5-on-5 play. And now the puck's in the middle of the neutral zone through and is being fought around. Adrian has control, resetting for an offensive push. Adrian passing it around through the back of the neutral zone, and it's through. Not called as icing or offsides. Passing it back through the neutral zone. Ferris quick to get on it. Big hit on the boards. Puck comes loose, but Ferris gets control again. We'll get a stoppage of play. It seems like there's going to be another penalty out again on Ferris State. This is not good, Michael. We just talked about this is something that Ferris should not be doing. That's going to be on number 12 for Ferris State.
That's, I think, the second or third time that we've seen him in the penalty box already today.
Yeah, definitely. Adrian has control. The power play is on. Shot! Goes high and over the goal. Adrian looking again. Maybe another shot from the top. No. Moves into the middle of the zone. Loses control of the puck. Has to reset. Moving around, trying to find an open lane. Ferris's PK unit has been playing well. Ricochet pass behind the goal. Tried to go for a wraparound. Nothing there. Adrian trying to keep it in this zone. They kept having problems with their PK unit, or power play unit, constantly pushing that puck back into the neutral zone, not being able to keep this power play active, but now they are. Here comes the shot. Donduro tries to save it. He does. He gets pushed off of his glove, but here comes another one. A back shot, nothing. Donduro gets able to stop it in the crease. Seems like we have another scuffle going on. Probably a couple of choice words from the players down there. A minute left in this power play.
Yeah, definitely some words being exchanged there. The Bulldogs staying aggressive as they have been throughout this entire game.
It's gotten them a point. It makes sense.
But the goalie taking exception to the little jabbing and poking at the puck.
Yeah.
And then obviously the defenseman of Ferris State coming to his aid.
Moving the puck around close to the blue line. Passing it around. Shot into the chest of Donduro. 45 seconds left for this power play. So far, 22 shots on goal to Ferris's 8. This has been an amazing push of aggressiveness from Adrian. Passing it around the blue line, looking for something. A lot of Adrian players crowding the left side of the rink. Puck is blocked off of Donduro, and oh! It looked like that would be tripping, but I think that we're not going to call it.
Well, it looked like there was some extra hand movement from Ferris State after the whistle was blown.
Yeah.
And it's actually going to end up being a penalty.
Yeah,
probably just for unsportsmanlike conduct.
Yeah, that'll be Evan Durlard going in for a penalty. This will give us a bit of 4-on-4 action.
And it actually looks like it might be 4-on-3.
Seems like number 25 from Ferris State, that's going to be Johan Kramer, going into the penalty box as well. We're going to get some 4-on-3 action, Michael.
And actually, as I look at it, Adrian's got 5 players on the ice. A 5-on-3 opportunity once again for the Bulldogs.
This is a chance. Shot goes right of the post. Wide. Tried to clear, but it doesn't go well. Gets caught on the stick. Pass through the middle of the zone. Gets blocked. Sent back through the neutral zone. Ferris State is going to be able to clear it. And now this is going to be the first penalty gone. We're going to be going to 5-on-4 action right now. Adrian College going around, passing around, taking their time, resetting. And here they come. Aggressive, offensive, controlling through the middle of the zone, passing it back. Nobody was ready for it, though. Around the blue line, passing it around. Shot! And it's caught by Don Duro. Minute and 4 seconds left for this 5-on-4 power play.
Good aggression from both teams. Adrian looking to try to add on and score some insurance goals. And Ferris State trying to take this goose egg off the board.
Exactly. Seems like the faceoff was won by Ferris at one point, and they will be able to clear this puck. Big hit on the side of Adrian. Trying to pass this puck around, try to find something. And they will. In the middle of the neutral zone. No offsides call. They're able to wait. Passing it through the middle of the zone, excuse me. Taking their time, trying to find an open lane. Shot, tried to go around a Ferris player. Shot, threw it in, scores! Score! Number 15 from Adrian College, Walker Clarebone. He with a ricochet off of a wrist shot, from the middle of the zone. Beautiful. Michael, tell us more about that, man.
Yeah, Claiborne just sees that puck floating in. I think it was meant to be deflected, but Claiborne does a great job actually being able to deflect it in the right direction.
Yeah. It was a beautiful deflect, and it just rode along Dan Duro's pad right into the open hole of the goal.
And there's that insurance that we were just talking about.
Adrian, again, maybe trying to add another one in within the next couple of seconds of already scoring. Into the middle of the zone. Trying to go for a shot, and it's in! No, okay.
No, first shot by Claiborne off the post.
And number 5, that's going to be Nick Darian. He gets the ricochet off the post and then puts it back in. My gosh, Michael.
Off of the post, looked to be off of the back of the goaltender. And then Darian's just right there and able to clean it up and throw it into the back of the net.
Wow. Beautiful, beautiful play from the Bulldogs right now. They just got a goal, 2 goals within 10 seconds of each other. And now they're back through the zone. Puck control going. Big hits there. Behind the goal. Ferris trying to get something, trying to get this puck out of here, and they will. They'll clear it. Tried to be aggressive, Ferris was, but they couldn't come in on that. Big hit into the boards. And we'll get a stoppage of play here. Right now it seems like referees are conferring about what the play call is. Talking to the benches. This is going to be the second time they've been at the benches today. right now. Adrian 3. Oh, this aggressiveness that Adrian has been showing has been absolutely massive.
Yeah, and that aggression that we're seeing really was just shown in the 2 goals in 30 seconds of each other.
Yeah. I don't know if you could hear it, but you already hear the crowd yelling, goodbye, goodbye. We're not even fully through the second period, Michael.
Well, and that could have been directed towards a player that might have just been ejected.
Yeah, maybe.
But we're still waiting on clarification from these refs.
Yeah. There's a lot going on, a lot of confusion. Right now, it seems like the referees are conferring, talking to the benches. There may have been, just like Michael said, an ejection of a player. You definitely see, okay, so you have number 25 from Ferris State. That's going to be Johan Kramer again going towards the penalty box. Oh, wow, we also have a Bulldog, Adrian College Bulldog, number 63. That's going to be Will Gilbert. And it seems like we're going to be having some 4-on-4 action here in today's game. 14 minutes, 35 seconds left. Now, the real question is, will Ferris State be able to capitalize maybe on this 4-on-4 play?
They're definitely going to look to capitalize, but Adrian's going to look to try to keep them off. But another penalty that...
Well, Adrian just won the faceoff. Good chance. Nothing. Both Adrian players not able to get anything.
That's going to be a 4-on-3 opportunity for the Bulldogs now.
Seems like that's going to be number 2, Jack Gurley for Ferris State University. Now, at this point, I feel like Adrian might capitalize again, Michael. They're already up 3. Their aggressiveness is massive, even being in a 4-on-3 power play situation earlier in the first period. So now there's got to be a chance for Adrian to get something. But the puck will cross through the neutral zone. Adrian will have to reset. Big hits on the player bench. They control it through the zone. Going through, cuts into the inside, nothing there. Passing it around the blue line, trying to find an opening. Shot, no, pass. To the left side of the zone. Into the middle, controlling, blocked, shot. Quick run, and an attempt to clear gets hit off the back of an Adrian College player. And now they're able to really quickly reset and get another chance at this, going around the goal. Passing it maybe towards the blue line. No, keeps it. Passing it around at the blue line. Pass, tried to go for a beautiful pass slap shot combo. Nothing there. Adrian College working this puck, trying to find something. They can't find anything yet. They still have time, though, for this power play, Passing it through the zone. Shot through the legs, but it rolls off Dan Duro's pad. Controlling the puck. Great puck control so far from the Bulldogs, the Adrian College Bulldogs today. Passing it behind the back. Trying to find an opening. Here comes a shot. It's into Dan Duro's chest. And a bunch of choice words. And we have a scuffle. It seemed like Dan Duro was not happy with the mannerisms and behavior of an Adrian College player next to the crease.
Well, yeah, and some more pushing and shoving after the whistle as tensions are starting to get high in this game from both squads, but mainly from Ferris State.
Yeah. 15 seconds left in the first penalty on Ferris State and 28 seconds left in the second penalty on Ferris State. So Adrian College is going to be looking to try and get a capitalization on this. Shot tries to go to the bottom right of the goal. Nothing there. 2 seconds left on that first penalty. It gets blocked. That shot gets blocked off of Dan Duro's left pad.
And as the whistle blows there, we're on a 5-on-4 power play now.
Yeah, but that last penalty to get Ferris back to full strength, there's only 5 seconds left. So once we get back from the stoppage of play, there is going to be an immediate end to this PK unit. So right now, we're getting ready for this next face-off. Puck goes down. Adrian wins it. They're going to try to be quick. Shot far. Nothing there. Over the goal. Another shot. Gets deflected off a stick. And now the PK unit for Ferris State University wins this go-around. We are back to 5-on-5 play, Michael. What does Ferris State got to do to start getting some points on the board now?
They need to get some shots on goal while being in the Adrian zone.
Now, speaking of shots on goal, an attempt to a pass in front of the crease, but nothing there. Into the neutral zone. Ferris State trying to capitalize, controlling the puck. Shot, toe drag shot, nothing there. Ferris State resetting.
Another penalty coming against Ferris State.
That's going to be number 13 for Ferris State University. You know, the amount of people I've seen for Ferris State go into that penalty box, it's probably more people who go in and out of a McDonald's, Michael.
I think so. We almost every minute of this game even there's been somebody in a penalty box. Mainly the Ferris State, but there's been a couple of Ferris State power plays that they've had as well.
Now the 5-on-4 power play starts for Adrian. Shot goes wide left. It goes into the neutral zone. Adrian College will have to fully reset here. But they're quick to start with an offensive play again. Controlling it in front of the crease. Shot! Goal! Number 18! That will be Maximilian Shadell. Earlier in the game, he was in the penalty box. Now, he's in front of you cheering that he just got a goal right in front of the crease.
Yeah, and a great job to capitalize on having a man-up advantage. Bulldogs finally able to capitalize on it once again. We saw a power play goal in the first period, a couple of even strength goals earlier in this period, and now another power play goal.
Yeah, you know, right now we are about a minute into being halfway through this second period, Michael, and you have to ask yourself, can Ferris State push themselves into a position to start mounting a comeback? They're already showing frustration being into the penalty box early into the first period and a bit through the second period. Will they be able to do anything?
Well, yeah, as long as there's time on that clock before it hits triple zeros at the end of the third period, there is always a chance. This is college athletics. Anything can happen.
You're not wrong. You are not wrong,
We'll see how
Michael.
much that plays into effect here.
Puck gets caught on Ferris State's goal. Fighting behind it, the goal to try to get this puck back. Ferris gets it, trying to get an offensive play going here. Ricochet pass off the boards. Puck gets sent close to the middle of the zone, but Adrian are able to chop it out, and here they go. An attempt at an offensive transition play. A little bumping and shoving from Adrian players. A shot, far edge of the zone. Nothing there. An attempt to a pass, but nothing happens. Into the middle of the zone. Ferris State is able to stop it. Puck gets sent off the plexiglass, and they have to reset again. Ferris, quick to try to get something started here. 9 minutes and 50 seconds left to play here. An attempt for a big hit, but nothing there. into the neutral zone, trying to work something. Bounce off the plexiglass to give Adrian a chance to try to get another score. And oh! Wow! Such a beautiful attempt. That was going to be, I believe, number 6.
That's Owen Barber.
Owen Barber. So Owen tried to throw that pass behind him and get a quick shot to, I believe that was number 68 or 66, Gavin Durham, to get a shot into the goal. Passing around. Behind the back pass. An attempt at another goal and nothing there, but there's another scuffle there. Referees quick to try to stop stuff going on. Telling you, man, tensions are high. You could cut them with a knife right now.
Yeah, and Ferris State has a very good reason to be upset right now. 3 goals within 10 minutes of each other.
Yeah.
Don't see that very much too often, but especially in this rivalry game against Adrian.
And here goes the face-off, won by Ferris. Moving through, Adrian cuts it off quickly. You know, as much as Adrian's offense has been immaculate, their defense has also been phenomenal, Michael. Big hit onto the boards. Looks like we'll get a stoppage of play. That seems like it's going to be number 13 from Ferris State. This is going to put Adrian College into another power play.
And it looks like he might have been ejected as well from this game.
Oh, yeah. It seems like there's going to be an ejection. Yes. So number 13 has been ejected from the game. And it seems like there's going to be number 25 and another player, I think number 8 from Ferris State. Number 8 from Ferris State. So right now, this is going to put the Bulldogs in a 5-on-3 power play. Wow.
Yeah, it looks like it'll be a 5-on-4.
Oh, 5-on-4.
But either way, it's another power play for the Bulldogs with another man in the penalty box for Ferris State.
Yeah. You know, right now, I think Ferris State's penalty box numbers have doubled what Adrian has right now. And we're only into the second period. Shot goes close in front of the crease. Nothing. Fights and scuffles over it. Adrian fights back for it. Moving towards the top of the blue line. Passes it around. Trying to find open shot. Nothing. Deflects off, but goes behind the goalpost. Passing it around. Back to this blue line. A lot of goals have been gotten today from this exact area, but the puck has been pushed back into the neutral zone. Adrian is going to have to completely reset. Ferris fighting hard to try to stop any bit of chance that Adrian has to get a goal here. Fighting close to the boards. Adrian resetting again. Finding around, passing shot, and it's caught right into Danduro's chest. 59 seconds left still in this power play.
Well, yeah, and we keep mentioning this power play. If my calculations are correct, Ferris State has been in the penalty box more times than they have shots on goal in this game.
Wow, Michael. You know, that just tells you what, you know, right now, at least the attitude and mentality that Ferris State is running right now. Adrian controlling the puck behind the goal, trying to go for a wraparound. No, constantly getting caught off with every lane. Passes it out, trying to find something close to the crease. Shot, close pass, but it's blocked by Danduro. They get it back. Passing it around. They should try to keep to these longer shots. That's what they've been doing really good at. Passing it around close to the blue line. Here's the shot. Goes wide left. Adrian College, still 20 seconds left on this power play. Passing it around. Trying to find something. Anything. to the top, to the right. Shot. Right into the front of the crease. Nothing. Dan Duro is able to keep it out of the goal again. Amazing play by Dan Duro. So much pressure on him, and he's still able to stop stuff.
Yeah, that was Dan Duro stopping stuff, as well as just a lot of Ferris State traffic in front of the net there.
Adrian controlling it through the middle of the zone, and beautiful puck control, but gets stopped. Big hit right in front of Dan Duro, but it gets sent back to Adrian. It's going to be called icing.
Yeah, and we've seen a great job from this Bulldogs team keeping their aggression up, even though they're up 4-0 35-plus minutes into this game.
Yeah, you know, this aggression that Adrian College has been showing is just making them put on an absolute clinic. 4-0 currently, and they're back with the control after the face-off win. A shot gets blocked with the screens. Puck back into the neutral zone. Ferris finally back onto an offensive play. Big hit behind the goalie. Ferris passing it around to the face-off zone. A shot attempt, nothing there. Passing it around the blue line. Ferris trying to get something, but Adrian College immediately intercepts the pass and goes onto an offensive play. Pass behind the back, tries to get something. Puck gets through. Close to the offensive zone, fighting for it. A bunch of players huddled onto the boards. Who will come out on top? And it's going to be Adrian at the top of the neutral zone, or not neutral zone, offensive zone for Adrian, defensive zone for Ferris. Falling for the puck, fighting hard, scuffling. An attempt for a behind-the-back pass, nothing there. Puck gets bounced off the plexi boards, and now they're fighting for it. Pass into the middle of the zone. Adrian trying to capitalize again. 5 minutes left. So much pressure put on by Adrian. Ferris has not been able to get this puck out of their zone for a long period. Oh! A beautiful goal! That's going to be from number 14, and that's going to be number 14. That's going to be Henry Darnell, but also this is going to be an assist from Gavin Dam. Gavin went for a shot, and then you had Henry immediately deflected into the goal.
Yeah, great stick placement from Darnell. Being in the right place at the right time once again are the Bulldogs, scoring their 4th goal of this period.
Yeah, you know, this is actually insane. A crazy long shot away from the neutral zone all the way to Lenger. Funny enough, that was Lenger's first stop on a shot within probably the entire period.
Yeah, it's been very limited in terms of shots on goal from Ferris State in this period. But you can attribute that to the Bulldogs. It's just staying aggressive offensively, not really letting the puck get past the neutral zone too often.
And it's going to be called for icing. Again, this is a big point for Adrian. You know, they are 5 minutes left in this period. 41 shots on goal to 9, Michael. 9. Adrian has already had a record of so far being absolutely piling on the goals. They probably have a chance to keep it going. Am I right, Michael? And a big hit.
That looked like Ferris State on Ferris State. Friendly fire.
Oh, no. We don't allow friendly fire here. Shot into the chest of Dan Duro. Gets ricocheted into the middle of the zone. Passing at the blue line. Shot gets blocked by a Ferris State player.
We'll have a high sticking penalty called, it appears.
Yeah. You know, Michael, that Ferris State on Ferris State action, it's got to be miscommunications going on now, right?
That, or they were just trying to make a statement and hit somebody, but Adrian able to get out of the way of it, and not enough time to react was any of the Ferris State players, and just friendly fire big hits.
Yeah. Puck goes back behind towards Adrian. And it looks like it will be called icing.
very well is icing. But like you said, the shots on goal, 42-9 now in favor of Adrian. They've just about doubled what they had in the first period.
Exactly. Shot close to Danduro. He's able to stop it. That's going to put them to 44 shots on goal.
That's a lot of shots that Danduro's faced today.
Yeah, you know, at this point, you got to ask, what's going to be the last amount of shots on goal they're going to have? You know?
That's definitely something they're looking at. And also, with the amount of shots faced, do you consider bringing in a second goalie?
Yeah. Now, scuffle on the boards, looking for the puck. It's close to the blue line. Adrian trying to get something, tries to go for a shot, not enough on there. Passing it around into the middle of the zone, not able to get anything on it. Big scuffle on the boards, but Adrian's still moving around. Shot! And a long shot! That's gonna be from number 7, Luke Miller. He's a sniper, and right next to the blue line. My gosh!
Yeah, and it actually was initially shot by number 7, Miller, but it looked like it was also deflected inside by number 17 of the Bulldogs.
Either way, it still goes to show these Bulldogs, it looks like they're a hive mind right now, Michael.
Yeah, they're definitely feeling really good right now about where they are in this game.
Yeah, and the shot's right in front of the crease again. Danduro has to completely lay on that puck. You know, I think, if I'm correct, it should be for right now the 6 goals that they have, 3 to 4 of them are going to be on deflections. So, again, like this hive mind thing I'm saying, it might be true, Michael. It might be true. It seems like Adrian is all on each other's mind. They all know exactly what each other wants, knows exactly what knows exactly what everyone wants to do. Yeah, thank you for finishing that sentence, Michael. Passing the puck around into the neutral zone. Adrian trying to come out more goals. Passing the puck around. It gets cleared all the way to Adrian. And it's going to be called as icing. 2 minutes, 46 seconds, left on the clock. Michael, tell me, what's going on with Ferris State?
I don't know necessarily of if it's Ferris State needs to be better or just Adrian's just been the better team today.
Yeah.
We've seen Adrian control probably 90% of the entire time in the offensive zone.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's necessarily we can blame it all on Ferris State or just Adrian just really overpowering Ferris State today.
And, you know, it's kind of hard to tell. There hasn't been too much of a stake in Ferris State right now, or something to really tell us that if Ferris State is just not playing to where they can. Shot goes far right of the post. I think it kind of got deflected off of Danduro. Big hit in the side of the defensive zone of Ferris. Ferris passes it through. It seems like players are calling for an icing, but the rest are going to throw it off. Ferris finally back into the offensive zone, but nothing's happening now. One-on-one goal. Is it going to be something happening? No. A great attempt with a one-on-one, or a one-on-two really, if you include that goalie.
Looks like an offsides was just called against Ferris State. Looked like they had numbers, just got a little too aggressive in the zone and just left a little too early in a face-off just outside the blue line.
Yeah, you know, it's really sucky. Like, you know, Ferris State, back onto what we were stating about, we don't know if it's Ferris State or just Adrian being better. you know, Ferris has not even been able to get into the offensive zone enough for us to even give a really good look to know if Ferris is just not playing to their absolute maximum. An attempt to go around the goal and go quick into the crease after Danduro went out gets ended. Danduro stops the puck. Minute 25 left. Michael, Adrian currently now has 45 shots on goals to Ferris State's 9, Michael.
Yeah, I see the you missed a little dash there. It's 48 shots on goal.
Me.
But now I wonder, as a viewer of this game, is it what's first, 50 shots or?
Linger, shot right off of his pad. But Adrian, quick into the offensive. 2-on-1. Shot into the chest of Danduro. Oh, and a big fight, a big scuffle. The goals is moved. People shoveling. Refs have to stop it.
Yeah, Ferris State took some exception to the Bulldogs spraying some ice on the Danduro, as Danduro is here in the corner just playing with the puck off of his on his glove.
He's very unbothered by that situation right now.
He does not want to concern himself in it right now.
Seems like that's going to be number 2 from Ferris State University going into the box. That's going to be Jack Gullery again. I think this is maybe the 3rd or 4th time we've seen him into this box.
Yeah, and once again, Ferris State back into the penalty box. And as they just finally got into double digits shots on goal.
And they have just ejected number 11 from Ferris State as well. That's going to be Andrew P.
And that's another early shower for the Ferris State Bulldogs.
Wow.
At least 2 now in this game that have had to hit the showers early.
Wow.
The men's Division II team that is currently watching this game to our left is having a blast over there.
The amount of goodbyes I've heard. Wow, if I had a nickel for each time that happened.
I mean, if either of us, even pennies, we'd be rich.
Seems like there's going to be conversations about who's going into the box or not. It seems like an Adrian player is also going into the box. That's going to be number 15. No. Never mind. No. It looked like he was going into the box. No, okay, yes. I apologize for the contradictions. It is going to be number 15, Walker Claiborne, going into the box. And it's going to be a 4-minute penalty for Adrian and a 5-minute penalty for Ferris.
Yeah, a 5-minute penalty against Ferris State for the major penalty. And so we'll just have 4-on-4 to conclude this second period.
Yeah. You know, right now we have 49 shots on goals to Ferris's 10 shots on goals.
Yeah, and I wonder what's going to come first. Like I was saying before a couple minutes ago, what's going to come first? 50 shots on goal by the end of the second period for the Bulldogs, or the end of the second period in general?
Yeah, you know, and with how aggressive Adrian has been. Okay, so it seems like number 2 is not going to be going to the box. It's going to be number 25. Excuse me. I think they're going to be switching them out. So it's going to be Johan Kramer into the penalty box for this 5-minute penalty instead. Face off into the neutral zone, and it's already into the middle of the zone. And Danduro is able to stop it.
Danduro didn't even really know where it was. He just stood up and let the puck fall.
Yeah.
As the refs blew it dead. As obviously there was no puck action, so they blow it dead.
Yep.
But Danduro didn't really necessarily have a full grasp on it, so he just stood up and let it fall to the ice.
Yep. Through the neutral zone, Ferris maybe has a chance. But Adrian is able to immediately get control. No! Falls. Loses control of the puck. but it's multiple Adrian players against one Ferris player. Ferris gets control of it in the neutral zone. Maybe a chance. Tries to go for a pass, but it's ricocheted off an Adrian player. Controlling the puck, going through the goal line, shot right into Linger's chest immediately. Now, that is going to give Adrian has now their 50th shot on goal, but now we have had Ferris State go to 11 now, which is pretty good.
Yeah, we've seen Ferris State really step up the aggression offensively, starting to try to play a little bit more inside the lines instead of just physicality-wise.
Yep. Behind the back pass, intercepted by a Ferris State player. Controlling the puck right at the neutral zone. Big hit onto the boards. Shoving right off, but Adrian doesn't care. Moving, shot, misses. He moves a little too fast, and he's not able to get a full control of it on his stick.
And we have some words being exchanged once again after the whistle. Danduro skating off the ice, doesn't want anything to do with it.
Wow,
Refs
Danduro.
stepping in to separate.
Man of unbotheredness. But so far, it is going to be 6-0, Adrian College to Ferris State. And when we come back from the break, Michael, we will have 3 minutes to Adrian on penalty and 4 minutes left to Ferris State on penalty. 50 shots on goals, Adrian, to 11 shots on goal, Ferris.
Yeah, the Bulldogs were just really aggressive in that second period, throwing out 25-plus shots on goal.
Yeah.
And keeping the puck in their offensive half of the ice, keeping it in the zone for long, long periods of time.
Yeah, no, definitely. But either way, we'll be back after this little short break.
Bulldog fans, remember to follow Adrian College TV on social media. For game highlights and campus events, you can catch it all on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X at AdrianCollegeTV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all our future streams live and support your Bulldogs.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Gotten an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
You stand today, students, on the threshold of a magical time in your life. A time of significant growth and introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and great, great opportunity. A time that you will always look back on.
This is the Arrington Bookstore at Adrian College, the place to get game day ready, represent your clubs and organizations, and be Bulldog proud. With a wide selection of merchandise and a smile at every visit, stop by inside the Kane Student Center to pick up your Adrian College wares and make it another great day to be a Bulldog.
I'm a special ed social worker.
And I'm a third-year public affairs major.
I'm an action filmmaker.
Jevi is like a consolidated platform where I could have focused information in a couple swipes.
You can be another small voice that adds to a beautiful space. That's what I'm here for.
One-on-one battles lead to unit battles, which lead to team battles, and then a big victory at the end. Nothing different today than what you do every day, all right? Love you guys. Win on three. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Morgan, the current student government president here at Adrian College. I chose Adrian College because of the campus size. Campus feels like a fun, energetic community where everyone knows each other. If you want to see what Adrian has to offer for you, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Adrian College is a private liberal arts institution known for its diverse academic programs, strong emphasis on experiential learning, vibrant campus life, and commitment to fostering a supportive community. Want to visit Adrian College for yourself? Visit our website at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Adrian College is shaping the future of higher education and leading the way in innovation and excellence. Ranked first in most innovative schools and second in best value in undergraduate teaching in the Midwest by U.S. News and World Report, Adrian College is recognized for its commitment to innovation, quality education, and affordability. Offering 71 undergraduate programs, 13 graduate programs, and a 1:15 faculty to student ratio, our students receive personalized attention and a cutting-edge education. With state-of-the-art facilities, 10 academic institutes, and 50 competitive sports teams, Adrian fosters growth both inside and outside the classroom. From small class sizes to championship-level athletics, we provide the tools and experiences you need to succeed. Join a community that prioritizes your success. Start your journey with us, where your potential is realized. Discover Adrian College.
Are you looking to become a future Bulldog and get recruited by Adrian College? Do you display characteristics of tenacity, drive, and determination? With over 50 teams on campus, there are plenty of opportunities to further both your athletic and academic career. For all recruiting inquiries, head to www.adrianbulldogs.com and click on the Recruit Me tab at the top right of your screen. Your future with the Bulldogs is closer than ever.
diploma you will receive symbolizes your efforts and distinguishes you as a highly educated person, learned in the arts and sciences and prepared for a life of achievement and great accomplishment.
Adrian College has built something very special. You've created not just an academic environment, but a culture of physical excellence, discipline, and resilience. You've turned this college into a place where pushing the limits isn't the exception, it's the expectation.
We leave here with countless memories, loyal friendships, and moments that have shaped our character far beyond what we could have imagined when we stepped onto campus. So now, class of 2025, we've come a long way, and I know as we step into this next chapter, we'll step into a new exciting adventure. I know we will do so in faith, in confidence, and in gratitude. Thank you guys, and congratulations, Adrian College, class of 2025.
Before the achievements, before the celebrations, there's the work. Early mornings, late nights. Every challenge faced, every extra effort made.
Every victory starts with preparation.
We value leadership, resilience, and innovation. No victory without work. Because success isn't given, it's earned. Welcome to Adrian College.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today.
Welcome back to Bulldog Hockey on ACHA. My name's Dion Clark. I'm with Michael Hale. And Michael, we've had an eventful second period, have we?
And yeah, we have, like we saw in the first period from the Bulldogs of both teams here.
Yeah, no.
A lot of aggression from both squads, but something that I liked from Ferris State was they were in the penalty box a lot, but not as much as they were in the first period. And granted, Ferris State did allow 5 goals in that period, but Ferris State starting to play more inside the ice than letting physicality and their emotions play into a factor into how they play.
Yeah, no. Right now, currently, speaking of penalties, there is a 4-minute penalty on Ferris State, and there's a 3-minute penalty on Adrian College currently. It's for a little scuffle that happened towards the end of the second period.
With about a minute, with actually exactly 1 minute left.
Exactly 1 minute left. So this is going to be, these next couple of minutes are going to be very interesting, right? First off, we're going to have some 4-on-4 action, right?
Yep, we'll see some 4-on-4 action for 3 minutes, and then the Bulldogs are going to have a 1-minute power play. Try to keep adding on to their total.
So far, with their power plays, they've made a lot of goals. But the question is, will they be able to do something within a minute? That's another good question.
I mean, with their aggressiveness and physicality that they've been showing, they most definitely will be able to at least put a couple more shots on the net.
Yeah, no. I feel like there's also something coming with the Ferris State PK unit. I think they've been doing the best they can, right? We talked about in the middle of the second period, if Ferris State was just not doing what they were supposed to be doing, or if Adrian College was just way better. And I think we're at a point of where we see that Ferris State could be playing better. not trying to discount the amazing plays that Adrian College has been doing. But Ferris State has been probably running with a lot of their emotions during this game. We kind of saw that in the beginning of the first period.
Yeah, both teams have been playing extremely good hockey. It's just the Bulldogs have just been a lot more consistent and a lot better.
Yeah, no, definitely.
As it looks like we'll have a 4-on-3 coming out of the period.
Yeah, going into this third period, seems like this is going to be number 29 for Adrian College. That's going to be Tyler Allen. Both Tyler Allen and number 15 from Adrian College as well, Walker Claiborne. So Tyler Allen and Walker Claiborne are both going to be out for this period.
To begin the period.
Or to begin the period, excuse me.
It's going to be a 4-on-3 for 2 minutes, a 4-on-4 for 1 minute, and then a 5-on-4 for Adrian for a minute.
This is
wow.
This is something, man.
I wonder,
is something.
And I wonder what happened to begin this period. Must have just been some words exchanged.
Or maybe the referee's going back at a previous play.
But if they were going back to that previous play, they would have just stayed on the ice after the second period instead of going into the locker rooms.
You know, most likely a few choice words that have put Tyler Allen into this box. But
Bulldogs are going to be up for the challenge, though.
Yeah, definitely. And, you know, I don't think we've seen a really good showing of this Adrian Bulldogs PK unit, because most of the time
they've been on the power play.
Exactly. So now this is a good chance for Ferris to try to put something on the board. Currently, it is a 6-0 bout.
Yeah, and another thing that we could continue to keep a close eye on, looking at the Bulldogs bench, they have a full bench. Ferris State has 7 players, including a goalie.
Yeah, 2 of those players were ejected earlier in this game.
Well, I think these are 6 players.
2 of the players of the full squad of Ferris State.
Still active players for today.
The still active players for Ferris State is only down to 7. So if they were to get any more penalty trouble, that would be a lot of trouble here.
Yeah, there's going to be some tired legs on the bus ride home for Ferris State.
Now, speaking of tired legs, we have to talk about Dan Duro. Dan Duro has had 50 shots on him today to Langer's 11. Langer hasn't seen a lot of action within the last period. Langer has seen all the action. The fact that he's still able to be in here, the fact that he hasn't been switched out yet, just shows the effort and wherewithal that Dan Duro has.
As we finally get play underway in this third period.
Yeah, Adrian has it right out of the neutral zone, and they're already being aggressive. Ferris fighting back for this puck. Here it is. Ferris moving into the neutral zone, chopping around the puck, nothing there. Hits the puck off the boards, trying to find something. Passes it back through, and it goes back into the neutral zone. Ferris trying to find something in the middle, crowded by 3 players. A shot goes right. A great chance, but nothing there. Passing it around, slap shot. Goes off and around the boards, but Ferris has another chance. They're trying to make the most out of this power play. Adrian, 3 men, blocking every line they can, not trying to give an inch. A pass hits the chest of a Ferris player, and that's going to go out of play. Puck's going to be called dead. So now, 59 seconds for that 2-minute penalty that we had for Adrian on 29. And this is going to call for another face-off now. Face-off won by Adrian. Clears the puck. Danduro comes out of the goal. And Ferris resets.
And we have a defensive line change for the Bulldogs, as they weren't allowed to change lines after the whistle.
Wow.
So they sent it down the ice in order to be able to actually make their change.
You know, for this first showing of like this PK unit, they're doing an immaculate job. And that puck goes flying up.
Hits the light over the top of the ice as the light is shaking.
Yeah, that's the reason why we put cages over them, excuse me. If they didn't, that would be a lot of broken glass right now.
Yeah, there would be a lot of glass shards just all over the ice. Not only from the shattering of the light, but when the light hits the ice.
Yeah.
Shatters into more pieces.
You know, that would be really hard to clean up, especially on top of ice.
Yeah, they'd have to probably bring back out the Zamboni and clean up that area.
Danduro comes out of the goal, stopping it. 13 seconds left on this power play for this 4-on-3. Passing it through the neutral zone. Another pass. An Ferris State player too far up, not able to get on it. And now we're back to 4-on-4 action. Interception for the pass. Immediately through the neutral zone. 50 seconds left on that other penalty. Adrian trying to get something through the middle of the zone. Shot blocked into Danduro's face. Goes around. Another shot. Goes left. Adrian looking like they have for the last period. Mad, aggressive. Player falls. Doesn't seem like any penalty is going to be called. Ferris moving through the neutral zone, trying to find something. Chops the puck over. Lenger tries to grab it, but can't get anything on it. Fighting around the boards. Ferris fighting, moving. Close to the crease, but nothing's there. Adrian's able to push it back into the neutral zone. And now, with that reset from Ferris State, we are on a 5-on-4 power play for Adrian College. Adrian moving, 3-on-3. What can they do? Passing it around. Up close, can't get anything on it. Great pass right in front of the crease, but nothing can happen there. Playing around, trying to get this puck. Adrian gets it. Shot! Oh, blocked by another Adrian player. Unfortunate. Trying to find an open lane. Keeps it out of the neutral zone. No need to reset. Another shot. No, it was an attempt to pass, but Danduro moves out. Oh! And that's going to be a shove from an Adrian player, and that's going to definitely send him into the penalty box. And now, in the next 20 seconds, Michael, we will be having a power play for Ferris State after that shoving in the back.
Yeah, and we've had 3 minutes and 40 seconds so far into the third period. We haven't had 5-on-5 play yet.
That's insane, Michael.
And for another 2 minutes until 14:20 left in the game, it's going to be at least one team with at least one player in the penalty box.
You know, I think we're at a point of where we've had more penalty play than regulation play.
That's probably the case at this point.
Lenger comes out of the goal to help the Bulldogs reset. Here we go. Moving through the neutral zone. Fast, aggressive, as they have been. Moving around, tries to go into the crease, passes in front, nothing there. Now, the penalty is done. We're in a 5-on-4 power play. Passing it around. Adrian trying to find something. Passing it. Multiple open lanes being constantly cut off. Ferris State doing amazing right now.
Actually, it doesn't even look like there is a power play anymore.
Yeah, definitely.
Both teams are 5-on-5. I wonder what
the Adrian player was sent into the box for. A scuffle for the puck now. And Adrian moving quick around the Ferris player into the middle of the zone. And a great checking of sticks to try to make sure that puck does not go into the goal.
Yeah, Nick Tarian hard on the attack there.
Passing it around. A shot. Flies through multiple players, but it's able to bounce off of Danduro's glove.
Play is blown dead. Now it looks like there will be a Adrian penalty.
Yeah. Seems like that's going to be number 19. That's going to be Gavin Scally going to the box. Now I'm really confused why number 15, Tyler Allen, or Walker Claiborne. So it seems like we're getting word on the reasonings for the penalties. Michael, can you fill us in on that?
Claiborne was sent in for cross-checking. I didn't hear what the other penalty was against Adrian, but
I think that was also for cross-checking as well.
There are 2 players in the penalty box for Adrian, 1 for Ferris State. That's all I know.
But it seems like it's only going to be a 5-on-4 power play for Ferris State. There's currently, 4 players on the ice for Adrian, 5 for Ferris. Ferris hit this neutral zone. Adrian able to push it through. Players losing balance. Big hit into the back, but no call. Seems like we're going to have 2 hits in the back, but no calls. No, yes. Okay. 1 hit in the back, number 8. That's going to be Nolan Dorscher. This will make it a 5-on-3, power play.
Yeah, now we see the Bulldogs taking all the penalties. We've had 2 minutes of 5-on-5 action this third period.
Shoot.
Ferris State needs to capitalize on at least one of these opportunities.
Yeah, the fact that we haven't had much regular regulation play goes to show the aggressiveness and also just the mind state of all these players right now. Playing around the goal line, moving back, Ferris State trying to capitalize. Adrian's PK unit did amazing earlier to stop a 4-on-3. Now they're trying to stop a 5. Passing it around, trying to find an open lane. Multiple people crowding the goal. Puck flies over right in front of the crease, but it gets sent behind. Multiple passes. Slap shot. Right to the head of Linder, but he's able to stop it. We're going to get a stoppage of play after that great save by Linder. And now that's 13 shots on goals for Ferris State University.
Yeah, we've definitely seen them come out and be a lot more aggressive in this third period.
Pass to a slap shot, nothing there. Another one. Will anything happen? No. Here comes a wrist shot, nothing. Ferris trying to find anything. 13 seconds left until it's 5-on-4. Another pass and wrist shot, nothing again. Another pass and wrist shot right into the chest of Leonard. Amazing. He's been a defensive force. After not seeing much action through that entire second period, he's now getting some pucks at him, and he's still saving them.
Yeah, he's already seen as many shots on goal 7 minutes into this period. Now it's more shots this period than he saw all 20 minutes last period in the second.
Exactly. But it shows that Ferris is trying to get way more aggressive. And it definitely helps that they have that power play. Clear all the way to Ferris. Danduro tries to go out, but puck ricochets back so he can't move far.
And you speak of that power play. It's now just a 5-on-4 power play.
Oh! Shoving, but no call yet. Ferris moves through, tries to get it through. Adrian, one-on-one shot! And Danduro's able to stop it.
Great look from Owen Barber as he's exchanging some shoves with a Ferris State player in front of the goal. Great look, 1-on-0. But great job by Danduro bodying up that puck and stopping it, not allowing Adrian to get another goal.
3 seconds left on this 5-on-4 power play. So far, the PK unit for Adrian has been flawless. Face-off won by Adrian. Shot straight into the chest of Danduro. And that will end that power play for Ferris State. We're going to be going back to 5-on-5 regular regulation play once this face-off starts. Puck goes around the goal line. Fighting for it on the boards. Who will come out on top? Adrian pushing their sticks in. And it seems like Adrian has a lot more control. But Ferris is able to clear it out. Icing not called. Ferris has control over it. Tries to pass, but it's cut off. It's pushed into the neutral zone. Controlling the puck. Trying to find anything. Ferris State tries to slide to stop that puck, but it was nowhere near the goal. Adrian trying to get anything. Wrist shot from far. Nothing there. Pushing and shoving all throughout. Nothing yet. Adrian has been amazing. Pass to the middle of the zone, and it misses wide right.
Good deflection in front of the net by the Ferris State defense.
Another shot goes a little left. Nothing there. So far, the most 5-on-5 regulation play we've had. Adrian moving it to close to the blue line, moving it in, and straight to the chest of Danduro. You know, Michael, this has actually been a pretty solid period for Ferris. You know,
yeah, Ferris State has come out of the break with all guns firing.
You know, other than the penalties here and there, this Ferris State is different than what we saw in these first two periods.
Yeah, and the big key to that has just been staying out of the penalty box.
Adrian has it close. Shot gets deflected off. Danduro able to stop it. More terse words being said. More minor bits of shoving, but referees are quick to stop.
Yeah, the referees are definitely going to be moving in a lot quicker in this final 10:44 of play. Just the way the tensions have been consistently rising since in the first puck drop of the first period.
Yeah. Ferris has it.
And a cross-checking penalty here to go against the Bulldogs. Number 19, Gavin Scally. Laid the boom just to the right of the of Danduro in goal.
Yeah.
And the ref calls a cross-checking on it.
That's going to put Ferris into a 5-on-4 power play.
Yeah, and back to a power play we go.
Ferris has a chance to put at least a point on the board. Adrian able to clear. Danduro comes out. Ferris laying around. Adrian right there. Danduro able to pick up the puck. We have a face-off on Ferris defensive territory.
Yeah, and that was deflected in front of the net by a Ferris State player. Great job after the turnover, just getting back into it.
Yeah.
And deflecting it, helping out his goalie.
Oh, wow! And that's going to be number 13, Maxim Sorwell. He's all the way right behind the face-off zone, and he's going to get a beautiful wrist shot that slides all the way deep. My gosh.
Yeah, and it's a short-handed goal for the Bulldogs. Sorrell just shot it in. I don't know necessarily if he was looking to score it or just throw a shot on net, but he's able to do so, and it's a 7-0 lead now for the Bulldogs.
You know, Michael, I want to point out something to you. Currently, Adrian College has 59 shots on goals.
Yeah, it's definitely not seen very much, especially a 59-16 difference.
Yeah, it's going to be a fight on the boards for the puck. Chopping and moving. Seems like players, who's going to get it? It's going to be Ferris. Trying to get a shot. The pass is intercepted, and Adrian's here. It's going to be number 14, Henry Darnell. He shoots, and it goes wide. Ferris moving it through the neutral zone. But there's already quick Adrian players there. It seems like they're just going to hold this puck a little bit, kill the time. And now they're resetting.
And the power play is the time for the team that has the more players to have all the time of the puck possession. But we've seen the Bulldogs control it for a majority of this time.
Yeah, at times you have to ask, when the Bulldogs are in a penalty and their PK unit is out, what is their mentality? Because to them, it seems like they're trying to play with 5-on-5, even though they're down a man. Adrian moves it through the neutral zone. Offsides is called off. Ferris has it. The PK unit is going to succeed for Adrian. Ferris trying to get something. Adrian's able to get it out. Moving it through the neutral zone. Controlling the puck. Put it to the middle of the zone. Shot. Deflected off of a Ferris player. Another one. Bounced off of a Ferris player again. Pass into the middle of the zone. Another pass in front of the crease. Shot. Danduro butterflied out. Tried to stop it, and he does.
We're seeing Ferris State come out in this third period with seemingly a lot more energy than we saw in the first 40 minutes of play.
Yeah, definitely.
Even though they're down big and with a goose egg up on the board.
Yeah. Ferris State is going to be called icing against them, so we'll get a face-off in Ferris State defensive territory. Adrian gets and wins the face-off. Moving close to the crease, wrapping around, tried to get it in, going behind the goal. Nothing there. Into the middle of the zone. Ferris fighting at it, chopping their sticks. Nothing there. At the top. Shot! Danduro catches. This is going to get another face-off going. And, you know, the mentality and the attitude I think Ferris has been showing recently has been actually really well. And you have to ask yourself, what if they had this in the first period? What if they weren't riddled with penalties?
Yeah, this game would be a whole lot different. And really, Ferris State staying out of the penalty box, really both teams staying out of the penalty box so far for the majority of this period, has just helped the game flow so much be so much better.
Shot to Linger, but he blocks it. Fighting for the puck at the boards. Big hit. Gets dodged off a little bit. 'Tis but a scratch. Adrian moving the puck around. Another big hit at the boards. But it's nothing. And it seems like it's going to be high checking.
High stick.
Or high stick, excuse me.
Against a Ferris State Bulldog. Looks like it's going to be 22.
Number 22 is going to be going to the penalty box.
But with that, it's another power play for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, 22 is going to be Daniel Ciccarello. Ciccaretto, excuse me. Adrian wins the face-off. They've won a lot so far today. Trying to find open lane. Ferris has been pretty solid at closing these lanes. Around the back of the goal. Adrian trying to find something. Moving to the middle. Tries to go for a pass and a shot. Play's not called dead even though the puck went up.
Interesting that it went into the net, but the refs didn't blow it dead.
Maybe for us it went into the net, but maybe for the refs they saw it hit the plexiglass just a little bit.
I'm sure that that's what happened.
Big hit behind the Adrian goal, and now they're definitely going to be down if they're able to capitalize off this.
Yeah. Even though it's a 5-on-3 now. Now it's back to a 5-on-4 as the Ferris State player was just slowly get off the ice a little bit.
Yeah, that hit definitely hurt him a little bit.
Took a big hit, holding his head a little bit as he was coming off the ice.
Adrian goes, tries to get something, loses the puck. Looking for open lane. Pass goes a little off. Adrian has to reset. Back in the neutral zone. Adrian able to get it towards the goal line. Fighting for the puck. There's going to be a little scuffle. Adrian comes out on top. Passes it to the middle of the zone. Moves in. Goes against the shot. Moves around. Passes it up. Slap shot off of Dan Durrell's pad. Adrian try to keep it out of the neutral zone, and they do. They're successful. No need to reset. Here's the shot. No, it's a pass, and it goes a little too far. Not ready for it.
Pass came in a little too hot.
And the PK unit for Ferris is going to succeed this time. Adrian able to get a far pass. Had a lot of heat on it. Big hit on the boards. Fighting for it heavy. Adrian is able to push the puck out. Ferris now in control. Ferris moving through. Looking for something. Waiting for reinforcements though. Multiple Adrian players ready and already there to stop this offensive attempt. Ferris moving around. Ricochet pass off the boards. Adrian's able to intercept. Adrian trying to move the puck around. Try to get it out and try to start this offensive, and they have. Here's a chance. Passing to the middle zone. Shot blocked off of a Ferris player. Behind the goal. Moving around. Left, right, which side? He passes it out. Moving through. There will be a
looks like a high stick and some shoving after the whistle.
Refs quick to move and try to stop this. And it seems like we're going to have 4-on-4 play here. Seems like we're going to have Walker Claiborne in the penalty box for the Bulldogs. I was sadly not able to get the number for the Ferris State player, but we are definitely going into a 4-on-4 play. 3 minutes, 50 seconds left. What will happen? Face off. Ferris gets control. Trying to start something. Goes around the goal. Adrian's already there. Trying to fight for it. And they do. But Ferris gets back. Adrian, like pest, constantly on the Ferris players. Ferris getting a chance here. Tries to push the puck through. And Langer will stop that puck to give the Bulldogs 1, a second to breathe, and 2, a face-off in Adrian defensive zone. Minute 35 left on this 4-on-4 power, or 4-on-4 play.
Yeah, these final 3.5 minutes going to be really quick.
Attempt at a slap shot. Ferris goes against it. Tries to go for a deflection. I'm stopping it at least to get a better shot. Adrian able to clear. Dan Durrell comes out of goal. Sends it around the board so Ferris is able to move quick. Ferris into the neutral zone. Up with Adrian as well, though. Fighting for it. tried to go for a shot. Would have been good if he had the control, but he couldn't. Loses his stick, but now we move behind the goal. Donduro butterflied. That may cause a problem, but no. Shot went, deflects left. Close to the blue line, passes it. Looking for a line. Something, and oh, it's another goal! That's going to be an assist from number 66. That's going to be Gavin Daum. And that's going to be a goal from number 10, Devin Bennett. Michael, walk us through that, man.
Yeah, that was just a great goal. Great look from Daum. And then Bennett able to finish it to the backside of the Ferris State defense, really just snuck in behind them.
Yeah. Beautiful play so far coming from Adrian. Right now, 8-0, and here's another offensive chance again. Nothing there. Adrian moving it around the goal line. Passes it up to the middle of the zone, but Ferris is able to intercept it. Physical play coming through. Shot. Dinks off the post. You could hear it from all the way in the box. Adrian still has control of it. Fighting for it a lot. Controlling it. Passing it over close to the face-off zone. Another shot into the chest of Donduro. It bounced off, and then he's able to get a grab on it. This will push us to 1 minute and 58 seconds left for regulation of this game, and then 8 seconds left till we get 5-on-5 play, Michael.
Yeah, it's going to be an exciting finish for the Bulldogs. Obviously, they're going to win, come away with it, being 8-0 with under 2 minutes to play. But the Bulldogs are going to look to stay on the attack.
Yes, and with that attack, a hard wrist shot, but it goes over the goalie, and the puck is cleared out. And now we have 5-on-5 play for the next 1 minute and 40 seconds.
Well, that's what we hope, at least.
Yeah, definitely. Behind the goal line, Ferris controlling the puck, intercepted the pass. The pass is intercepted. Ferris, big hit, fighting for control of this puck again. Ferris wants to put it on the offensive, but Adrian's there. Into the middle of the zone. Shot. And it's a goal! That's going to be number 29, Tyler Allen. A beautiful goal from the crossbar down.
Allen goes top shelf off the right shoulder.
Bar down goal. Beautiful from Tyler Allen. That is going to be 9 goals. That's going to put Adrian to 9 goals to 0 of Ferris State University.
Yeah, and that's now a new season high for the Bulldogs in terms of goals scored.
Definitely. Here comes the face-off. Adrian moving it through. An attempt on a pass in the neutral zone, but it's missed. But no icing is called. So pass goes through the middle of the zone. Adrian, shot. Far right. Playing through another shot. Goes off Danduro's pad. 47 seconds of regulation. And we'll get a stoppage of play.
Yeah, and after that shot, the Bulldogs bench is fired up.
Hands going up and down.
That might mean that every single player on this Bulldogs lineup has at least gotten 1 shot attempt.
Fighting through the neutral zone. Adrian has control again. Slap shot. Butterfly from Danduro. Seems like Adrian's trying to get double digits here. 20 seconds left. An attempt to pass, but it's lost. Called his icing. 12 seconds. 12 seconds left in this period.
fans in the stands here showing their support for the Bulldogs, being up 9-0. Bulldogs played a very complete game.
Ferris has it. Big hit right at the blue line. Then I'll get a stoppage of play.
That is definitely a penalty. Cross-checking it.
Wow.
Oh, maybe not cross-checking, but definitely an offsides got called.
Yeah. Here's a face-off in the neutral zone. Adrian wants to get this 10th goal. They're going to go. They shoot into the chest of Danduro. And now, Adrian College has now gotten 69 shots to Ferris State's 17. Adrian Bulldogs win 9-0.
Yeah, and there's some words being exchanged after the final horns blow, but the Bulldogs are just pointing to the scoreboard, kind of saying that scoreboard, we win.
They're saying numbers don't lie, Michael.
That's essentially what they are saying.
It has been an absolute clinic from Adrian today.
That it was.
1 goal in the first period, 5 goals in the second, and then 3 goals in the third. An absolute dominant showing. This is going to push the Bulldogs to 4-0. They are currently undefeated, Michael. And as you stated earlier, this is now a new record in scoring for the season.
Yeah, and Adrian just played a very complete game. From start to finish, they were just extremely aggressive, just trying to keep the puck in the offensive zone, not letting Peyton Langer face too many shots. And he only faced 17 and stopped all 17. So pitching a shutout was Langer today.
Yeah, and speaking of Langer, I also kind of want to touch on Danduro. Yes, he did give up 9 goals, but the aggressiveness from Adrian, it makes sense that he gave up 9 goals. I am actually surprised that he didn't give up more than 9 goals. And I think I want to give a nod to Danduro for that effort.
Yeah, truly his defense didn't really help him out too much with Ferris State just being in the penalty box. I think they had 40 minutes of total box time.
Yeah. All I've got to say is we've probably had way more penalty time than regulation time. And, again, we've asked this multiple times. I think Ferris State was just not playing at their best of their abilities at the beginning. We asked, well, is Ferris State just not playing to their best, or is Adrian just being absolutely better? And I think we saw multiple moments of brilliance in good showings of Ferris State, but most of the time they were just in the penalty box, not playing together.
Yeah, and that third period especially, Ferris State was just playing really good hockey, even though they were trailing and really for a hockey game losing big, but they played really well in that third period.
But today was a dominant showing by Adrian College. My name is Dion Clark with Michael Hale. We'll see you guys next time on ACTV for more Bulldogs hockey.